Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Panther Den. For the first time in 2019, we talk to you on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. I'm George Young, along with Tony Christie, as we get set for the Mountain 6 conference season as it debuts tonight at home. Franklin hosting the Hendersonville Bearcats. First up, of course, it's the girls action. Both teams, as you can see, are warming up on the Tom Raby basketball court here at the Den, and the JV boys were able to defeat the Hendersonville Bearcats 50-46 in the game that just completed. There was no JV girls action, so we're getting this one underway. About 30 minutes ahead of schedule tonight. Conference season, Tony, it's a new season for everybody. Everybody is 0-0. Doesn't matter what happened in that pre-conference slate. You have a chance to right some wrongs, and yes. Coach Scott Hartbarger finished the non-conference slate before the conference season. Still a couple of games left in the non-conference slate, but finished 5-6. I know that he is looking forward to this one tonight.
Yes, he is, and just like every coach around this time, the preseason's over. Now it's time to get the business to and try to get a banner. Right now, you try to do the best you can during the regular season, and you try to do the work on all the wrinkles and get everything out of your system during the preseason. And the Lady Panthers' last two games, they actually, toward the second half of the Cherokee game, they actually played great. They did well handling the pressure and then getting the ball to the scorers. And they were led by Kaden Drake. She had, I think, since we've been on I think almost every game she's gotten a double-double. And that's what they're going to need tonight, facing the Lady Bearcats.
And the Panthers come in at 5-6. The Lady Bearcats come in at 1-7. They have struggled early on in this season. But Tony, again, both teams are 0-0 coming into this one, and they have high hopes in the conference too. Oh yeah,
and that when it's always rough when you're playing. When you start conference, the record they're 1-7 or something like that, and they could throw that out the window. They're playing Franklin. That's how it is when you're playing in conference. Every game is kind of there. It has a little bit of rivalry to it, and then they'll come out and play hard. I guarantee, because everyone knows once conference season starts, it's really time to play. And I know the coaches are going to be ready, and the players are going to be ready as well.
One thing that Coach Scott Hartbarger knows he's going to have to face tonight, not height, but size, as the Lady Bearcats have some big girls all over the court. And we saw that last year when they began the season at Hendersonville, and I believe lost that game at Hendersonville last year. Just the girth, and you're going to have to kind of feel your way early on in this one and be able to deal with that.
Yes, and Coach Hartbarger, he said that he wants to get out and run, because that's the best way to beat any of that right there. Size, just outrun them, get down the court and get some easy baskets, and try to score that way and score an early offense.
We get set for the girls' action coming up here in just a few moments, as the starting lineups will be introduced momentarily. PA announcer Ken Neese.
First for Hendersonville, the Bearcats come into tonight's game with a 1-7 record. Starting at guard, a 5-foot senior, number 1, Eden Hawkins. Starting at other guard, a 5'1" sophomore, number 11, Ellie Bowen. Starting at a forward, a 5'6" sophomore, number 12, Callie Swanger. Starting at the other forward, a 5'6" freshman, number 32, Micaiah Smith. And starting at center, a 5'8" senior, number 40, Jakaya Kennedy. The Bearcats are coached by Karan Ward, assisted by Alexis Hubert. And now for your Panthers. They come into tonight's game with a record of 5-6. Starting at the guard, a 5'2" sophomore, number 21, Nevaeh Tran. Starting at guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 23, Sierra Wade. Starting at a forward, a 5'5" junior, number 20, Taylor Carlton. Starting at another forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 32, Kanan Drake. And starting at center, a 5'11" freshman, number 33, Sydney Williams. Franklin is coached by Scott Hartbarger, assisted by Trace Rogers, Emily Presley, and Becca Brooks.
And there's the starting lineups for Coach Scott Hartbarger as we are set to get this one underway. And quickly, Tony, some tools to victory tonight.
First is take care of the ball. Right now, the Lady Panthers are averaging 22 turnovers, and the funny thing is, the Lady Bearcats are actually averaging 22 turnovers. So, right, if they can take care of the ball, get out and get easy buckets, and win the rebounding battle, they should cruise to victory.
Jumping center for Coach Scott Hartbarger tonight is Sydney Williams. She will jump center against Micaiah Smith. He's a freshman. It's a freshman in the conference opener tonight. Looks like the officials are ready. And we are underway as Franklin controls the opening tip. Avea Tran with it. Dribble up high and now attack. And kick it out over to Kanan. Kanan cross-court pass into the corner it goes. A jumper just inside the arc won't fall for Sierra Wade, and on the rebound it is kicked out of bounds off of a Lady Bearcat.
Looks like they're starting out with a 2-3 zone.
Pass in bounds, trying to hit Sydney Williams, but it went off of her legs and out of bounds, and it's over to the Lady Bearcats.
And Coach Hartbarger starting off in a man-to-man.
Dish pass underneath. Zakiya Kennedy lost control. Full court press for the Lady Bearcats. Trouble in the backcourt. Avea Tran will get it across.
I think that's going to be a theme this season, especially in conference play. The pressure against the Lady Panthers.
Corner three. Wade won't fall. Boards secured by the Lady Bearcats. Coast to coast. Shot blocked by Wade. Out of bounds. The Lady Bearcats will reset. Now we've got a whistle and looks like something on the court.
Right there, 2 possessions and two long jump shots, which led to a fast break. They should move it around a little bit more so they can get it inside to the big trees.
Bearcats look to get it in. Swanger gets it in. Kennedy back out beyond the arc. It goes to Swanger, and she is going to be fouled. Or was it out? Yes. They're going to whistle a foul. And that one's going to go on Kanan Drake. That'll be her first. Correction, that's on Sierra Wade. 23, not 32. Underneath, off the glass, good. Zakiya Kennedy gets the first points of this game for the Lady Bearcats. And a whistle. Over and back. Another turnover. That's one thing that's plagued the Lady Panthers in the pre-conference slate.
Yes.
Able to secure a victory on Saturday against Swain County.
Very good game.
And Bryson City. Dish pass underneath. Knocked around to be picked up by Kennedy. She goes up, partially blocked. Rebound off to the Lady Panthers. Sierra Wade with it up high. Down to Kanan. Baseline jumper. Won't fall. Secured the rebound. Williams. And she goes up. It wouldn't fall. And it's off the Lady Panthers. Early on, Tony. Basket not kind.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They just need to work it a little bit, be patient, and try to get something close to the basket, going to the basket. And then on this end, they just need to play solid defense, stay between the player and the basket, and get the rebound and push it.
Kennedy couldn't get the bucket. Franklin having some trouble with it. And a turnover. Eden Hawkins dishes one underneath. It's knocked away. Trying to hit Swanger. And it's off a Lady Panthers. 6:10 to go in the opening quarter. And so far, just 2 points scored in this game. It's by the Bearcats. Inbounds pass knocked away briefly by Sydney Williams. Picked back up by the Lady Bearcats. In traffic, we've got a tie up, or was it a foul? They're going to whistle a foul on Franklin. That was going to go against Taylor Carlton. That'll be her first and the team's second. No shots here. Wasn't in the act of shooting. Hendersonville looks to get it in. First conference battle of the 2019 season. Underneath, Kennedy's shot blocked. Sydney Williams blocked that one off to the Panthers. Drake out beyond the arc. Over to Wade. Cross-court pass. Tran thought about a three. Gives it up to Williams. Baseline jumper. Sydney Williams ties the game at 2. 5:44 to go in the opening quarter. Glad that you're with us tonight. I'm George Young along with Tony Christie. And should be a good one after this one, too. The boys' action about 8 o'clock or so. And a reach-in foul coming up on Nevaeh Tran.
So the Lady Panthers, what they need to do right now is regroup, come back out, and come out hard at the Lady Bearcats, because you don't want to give a team that's not used to winning any hope that they can win. And with a record of 1-7, they're not used to winning. So if you can make it tough for them, they might wilt.
The turnover. A lot of turnovers for both teams early on. 5:20 to go. First quarter as Nevaeh Tran dribbles up high. Dishes one underneath, too tough for Sydney Williams. And it's back over to Hendersonville. 5:14 with a ticking clock. First quarter tied at 2. Talking about that boys action after this one. Both teams come in with just one loss. Hendersonville 7-1. Kanan Drake steals that one, gives it up to Carlton, and she's going to be fouled. She'll be at the line to shoot a couple.
And that's what they have to do every single time. Push it.
Ellie Bowen picks up the foul, the sophomore, for the Lady Bearcats. That'll be the first on Hendersonville. Carlton's first shot is up and good, and it gives Franklin a 3-2 lead. 8-1, my mistake. Hendersonville boys team is 8-1 coming into this one, and of course Franklin is 10-1. Only one loss coming to Raven Gap. Second shot no good. Rebound Hendersonville. Kennedy secures it. Quickly gives it up. Down court. Hawkins is going to carry it. Another turnover. 4:52 to go first quarter. And I talked to a couple of folks that know the conference,
right,
at least the boys side, and they're saying that this could be the battle between the top two teams in this conference.
And that's from what I've gathered. Yes, the Panthers and the Bearcats, they've both been playing well this year. And I think the Bearcats, they actually have the player of the year in the conference last year. He returned. He's a senior this year, and it should be a pretty good battle.
Another turnover back over to Hendersonville, and
that's
pretty
right now,
sloppy early on.
Yes, four turnovers and 5 shots.
Bowen drives in, loses control. Now, when you have more turnovers and points,
yes,
not good.
Yes.
4:27 to go as Hendersonville resets. Thrown into the arms of Kanan Drake. She'll quickly get it up court. Sydney Williams off the glass, good. And Franklin builds a 5-2 lead.
And that's it right there. Just push it. Just push it whenever you have a chance.
Hawkins with it up high. Dishes one that is intercepted by Sydney Williams.
Run. Don't run.
Off to Kanan.
There you go.
Kanan dishes one to Carlton. Will dribble out beyond the arc. Over to Tran. To Wade. Into the corner now. Kanan puts it on the floor. And Drake will be fouled. No shots. It'll be on the floor. Foul whistled on Sakea Kennedy, the senior for the Lady Bearcats. That'll be her first, team second. 3:55 to go. The opening quarter. As Wade attempts a three in the corner, it wouldn't fall, and the rebound off to Hendersonville, and they're going to race down court. Outlet pass secured and given up. Kennedy to take that. That's It's going to be Micaiah Smith who's checked into the ball game, and she gets the bucket and cuts that lead to just one. Nevaeh Tran to the hole. It won't fall. Williams with the board. Up off the glass. Good. Sydney Williams early on is showing that she can play with some of the beef underneath.
Yes.
She's got the height advantage for sure, Tony.
Yes, and she can actually move very well for as tall as she is.
Kennedy's shot, no, and Sydney Williams there for the board.
Run.
Off to the races. Up court, Wade to the hole.
There you go.
Sierra Wade. And all of a sudden, it is a 9-4 Franklin lead with 3:03 to go here in the opening quarter, and we've got a timeout on the court. Hendersonville wants to talk it over. We'll take a quick break. You're watching YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panthers Sports Network.
The WNC Sports Zone is your official headquarters for everything Franklin Panthers. From pullovers to shirts and hats, you'll find it all at Sports Zone. From college to the pros, they've got a large selection of hoodies and sweatshirts at Sports Zone. And they can handle all of your screen printing, engraving, and embroidery. The WNC Sports Zone, located in the Franklin Plaza Shopping Center. Open 9 to 8, Monday through Saturday.
Looking live at the Panther Den. Coach Tom Raby, basketball court. Timeout on the floor in the varsity girls game. Conference opener, Mountain 6 conference season underway. Didn't play any in 2018, at least this season, the 18 and 19 season. All the games are going to be here in 2019 beginning tonight, and then 2 on the road against Brevard and East Henderson, and back at home next Friday night in a big one against the Pisgah Black Bears on January 18th.
That's always a good one.
That's our next broadcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Into the corner. Bowen dribbles around and kicks it over to Swanger. Swanger back to Bowen into the corner. Now Smith. Swing it around. Hawkins.
I'm about to say good ball moving by the Lady Bearcats.
Over to Smith. Smith puts it on the floor and then he gets the bucket. On 6, Franklin advantage. Again, little full court press. They'll back off as Franklin does break it. Off to Sydney Williams. Williams couldn't get the bucket. Offensive board, though. Panthers reset. Taylor Carlton for 3. Got it. Carlton nails the three-pointer.
I was talking to Taylor before the game, and I asked her when is she becoming such a good three-point shooter. She said about 3 weeks ago. So I love the confidence.
She continues. Pass intercepted. Parker into the game. She intercepts it, and they're going to whistle an offensive foul on Candace. That'll be the first on her. Some subs coming in for both teams. And Tony?
Sierra Garcia.
Sierra Garcia. I'm going to write that on my. Do you have it on your list over here?
Yeah, she plays. She actually plays. She plays on the JV team. And since the JV didn't have a team, Coach Hartbarger moved 4 players from JV up. Corey Burrow, Dylan Garcia, Chesney Berry, Sydney Chapman, and yeah, that's it right there.
Another foul coming up. That is Dylan Garcia who's checked into the game. She is wearing number 11.
And one thing that I can tell you about Dylan, I've seen her play since she was young. She's very aggressive. She's very aggressive.
Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Franklin with the basketball. Swing it around and whistle a traveling violation on Dylan Garcia as she attacked the hole. Minute 43 to go, first quarter. Panthers up by 6 in the conference opener tonight. Trouble. It's out of bounds. Touched last by Lady Panther. The Hendersonville Lady Bearcats will reset here and get it in. Bounce pass is out of bounds. She was cut into the hole, was Asia McKnight, and pass went behind her. Wade checks back into the game for Coach Scott Hartbarger. Taking a seat will be Taylor Carlton. Minute 39 remains here in the first. Into the front court. Wide open baseline jumper. Off the mark, no good for Brooke Rogers. And Hendersonville now will set up their offense. Hawkins dishes into the corner. Ray for three. No good. Long board picked up by Zena Smith. Underneath. McKnight couldn't get the bucket, but she was fouled. And she'll be at the line. Wade picks up her second. 2 shots for Asia McKnight, the sophomore, for the Lady Bearcats. First one's off the mark, no good. Kanan Drake gonna check back into the game, and Sierra Wade takes a seat with those 2 fouls. Brevard Friday night, fans, and then on the road against East Henderson. 2 road games that me and you will have on the radio.
Yes.
Second shot, no good, Tony.
Push it. Go running right by him.
Parker to the hole, and she gets fouled.
That's usually the best way to do it right there. Just get it and push it and run right by him.
Zena Smith picks up the foul, her first, team's 5th. And Coach Hartbarger may have been listening to you there, Tony, because that's what his girls have done the past couple of times down the court. First shot good, 13-6.
Yeah, that's one of the things you're taught early on. If your team is playing, if his team's playing zone against you, the first offense is a fast break. That's the first play you try to run, is a fast break to beat them down the court.
Into the front court. Hendersonville being harassed by that tenacious Lady Panther defense. Eden Hawkins guarded by Drake. Will now drift to the left side and give it up. McKnight, jumper. No, and the board there. Kanan Drake. 40 seconds left. Got to push it up court. Up high, Parker now going to split a double team and then lose control of it in the paint. And then another turnover and another turnover. Backcourt violation. Coach Hartbarger didn't like that. He's giving the official on the far side some words of advice.
Yeah.
Clock starts to tick with 26 seconds left. See if Hendersonville plays for the last shot here. Collington, who's checked into the game, she's going to throw it away. Smith couldn't secure it. The Panthers now have a chance to take the last shot with 13 seconds left. Chesney Berry checks in for the first time.
Looks like Coach Hartbarger's trying to get a lot of his younger players just some time in varsity action.
Floater,
nice.
Got it to go. Candace Parker. Was that Garcia?
Oh, that was Candace Parker.
That was Parker, okay.
Yeah.
And we've got some trouble in the backcourt. And it says 0 seconds on your scoreboard clock on screen, but there's actually 0.9 left, so they've got a chance to just heave it in, and that'll do it. So after 1 quarter here at the Den, Lady Panthers hold a 16-6 lead. We'll take a break. Second quarter coming up on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panther Sports Network. As we begin the second quarter, Hendersonville will have it and attempt a deep Shot that's off the mark, no good by Zakea Kennedy. And on the rebound, jump ball, possession arrow is going to stay with Franklin.
And Coach Hartbarger went back with his starters to start this second quarter as well.
Pass intercepted. Off the glass good. Madison Ray, the senior for the Lady Bearcats. Again, full court press. Franklin breaks it. Kanan Drake to the hole. Wild shot wouldn't fall, and the board off to the Bearcats. Haven't gotten across the timeline yet. Almost got a 10-second violation.
Yes.
Very close. Double team.
Good defense.
Knocked away and stolen away. Up court. Taylor Carlton gives it up to Williams. Her shot, no. Gets her own board and goes back up. 18-8, 10-point advantage here in the first half of the second quarter. 7 minutes remaining.
Every time they push it, something good happens.
Free throw line jumper wouldn't fall with Eden Hawkins. Long board picked up Lady Bearcats. Smith with it. Dishes one underneath. Kennedy knocked away from her, and it's back to Hendersonville. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. And really early on here for the Lady Panthers, it's been the Sydney Williams show. She's
Yes.
gotten a ton of points.
Yeah, she has 8 right now.
8 of the 18. Three, Ray, no good, but she was fouled. And that's going to send Ray to the line for 3 shots.
That usually makes a coach very, very upset, fouling a jump shooter.
Taylor Carlton is going to pick it up. That'll be her second and the 6th on the Lady Panthers. Madison Ray, the senior, at the stripe. Couldn't hit the first.
See if they can push this. Get it out, push to get another easy basket. If they score, they're going to set up in there in that pressure, which that pressure they've been able to break that easy the whole night.
The second one's good. She'll get one more. Candace Parker is checked into the ball game. As Taylor Carlton, now with 2 fouls, will take a seat. And the third shot is up and good. Got 2 of the 3. 18-10 Franklin lead. Sierra Wade's pass knocked away and stolen away, and then the Lady Bearcats will turn it over. Well, hold on here. I'll say it was tipped. Okay.
I have no clue.
Travel a mile.
Travel.
Nakaya Smith, the freshman, travels with it.
See if someone can get in the middle. Every time someone's gotten to the middle, turn, be able to break that press easy.
Sierra Wade with it. Lifts the pass over to Drake. Now Williams. She drives in. Williams couldn't get the bucket, and it's off of her hands. And back to Hendersonville. 6:22 to go in the second. Into the corner with the pass to Smith. Now underneath Kennedy. Spinning and shooting, and a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to stay with Hendersonville. Into the ball game for the Lady Bearcats, Callie Swanger, the sophomore. Now we've got a timeout on the floor. It's going to be called by Coach Scott Hardbarger. Late signaling that one, so we'll keep it here.
I think what he's trying to do is what coaches call that timeout for. He wants them to move quicker, and I can tell that's how, because the Lady Bearcats, they're not moving quick, and if we just move quicker, we're going to beat them to the spot and prevent them from actually getting shots. They're probably going to turn it over, and then he's probably telling them to push it, because every time, I think all their points have come from a fast break or a secondary break.
Hendersonville will have it out of the timeout. Callie Swanger to get it in. She does. To Bowen, and Bowen lifts a pass up high to Ray. So we get around to Kennedy right side, dishing underneath now. Smith spins and shoots and gets the bucket. 18-12 now. Hendersonville fighting back in this one. Once had a 10-point lead to the Lady Panthers. Shot just inside the arc, no good. Rebound, Sydney Williams. She couldn't get it to go. Another offensive board, and then Drake's pass was knocked away and stolen away, and we've got another turnover. It's a traveling violation on Hendersonville. 5:43 to go in the second.
Missing some point-blank shots there.
You got to hit those.
Yes.
You get the opportunity. So Tran traveled with it. Into the game, Kendall Burns for Coach Scott Hartbarger. Kelly Swanger, some trouble. He'll get it out of there. Madison Ray over to Kennedy. Now she'll dish a pass to a cutting Swanger, and she was the last to touch it. Nice defense by Sydney Williams.
Lady Bearcats, they can't figure out that 1-3-1. So they keep.
And then the Franklin Lady Panthers turned it over. Is heading down court. Kendall Burns, and Drake thought she wasn't going to go that quickly down court. Threw it out of bounds. 5:15 to go first quarter. Underneath Kennedy's shot. Rolls. Eventually in. Iron Kind that time. And all of a sudden just a 4-point advantage. A 10-point lead is evaporated here, Tony.
Yes.
And we've got a reach-in foul.
And this is definitely not what Coach Hartbarger wanted. That when a team is 1-8, you don't want or 1-7, you don't want them to have any hope, especially going into halftime or anything.
Eden Hawkins going to check back in for the Lady Bearcats. 5:03 to go here in the second.
See if they can turn it up this next 5 minutes.
Dish pass, Sydney Williams, right low block, and they're going to say it was wrestled away and last touched by the Lady Bearcats. Madison Ray, last to touch it. 4:56 to go as the inbounds pass comes into Parker. Her shot bounces straight up and straight down. 20-14, back to a 6-point advantage for the Lady Panthers.
Good
pass
hands.
up top is going to be intercepted.
Good steal, good pass. Good job.
Candace Parker. 22-14, 8-point lead now.
Kendall Burns is very aggressive on there. Just got her hand on another ball.
Smith with it, spinning, picking up her dribble, dishes it. To Madison Ray, then out beyond the arc. Swangers, three, wouldn't fall.
Push it.
And secured. The rebound is by Nevaeh Tran, but she's going to double dribble with it.
And they were off to the races again.
Hendersonville will now reset. Inbound goes to Smith. Smith double teamed, then bounces for a pass back out. Over to Ray. Underneath it goes.
Good block.
Kennedy, shot block initially, got her own rebound, and went back up, did Kennedy. And she's going to be fouled by Kanan Drake.
That's Kanan. Kanan's actually, before the foul, that's her 4th block.
Her second foul, or first foul rather. And the 7th on Franklin. First shot for Kennedy is up and good. Kea Kennedy, the senior, will get one more for the Lady Bearcats. And she gets the second to go. Checking in for Coach Scott Hartbarger. And taking a seat, Sydney Williams and Brooke Rogers. Panthers break the press. And then turn it over briefly. And get it back. Drake up top, over in the corner for three. Tran, no. Rebound on the floor. And eventually, Hendersonville gets it. Slanger across the timeline into the corner now to Eden Hawkins. Out to Smith. Swing it around. Madison Ray for three. Off the mark, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by Hendersonville.
This slower pace definitely favors the Lady Bearcats because they're not a quick team. So this pace right here, going slow, and this press that they're doing is a 2-2-1. A 2-2-1 usually isn't for turning the ball over. It just wants you to slow the pace down.
Just inside the arc, jumper will not fall. Rebound picked up by the Lady Panthers. Shot wouldn't fall for Rogers. And another rebound. This one's kicked around and out of bounds. It's like it's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. They Tran with it in the corner. Back it back out. Now dish it back into the corner as the pass goes underneath to Brooke Rogers. Her shot wouldn't fall. Drake with a rebound, kicks it out. Trans jumper just left of the strike. Got it to go. And Franklin back up by 8. Under 3 minutes remaining in the second. Up hot, splits a double team, does Swanger, kicks it over to Kennedy, and Kennedy on the way to the hole is fouled. Lady Panther, who are they going to give it to? Tran going to pick up her second, 18 foul, 1-1. Upcoming for the Lady Bearcats. Sakaya Kennedy. Big at the line as Dylan Garcia checks in. Coach Scott Hardbarger and the Lady Panthers. Hits the front end of the 1-1. She'll get one more.
Right now with this lineup Coach Hardbarger has on the floor, Kanan Drake has to be the go-to scorer on the offensive end. Even though Candace Parker does have 6 points tonight.
Again, the full court press. Panthers have to break it. Parker in the backcourt, and pass is going to be intercepted. And then the Lady Bearcats turn it over. Micaiah Smith will turn it over. And what do you know, another turnover. They're very sloppy.
That's 11 for this half. They do average 22, so this is
yeah, right on the average, right?
Yes.
2:32 to go in the second. High pass, cross court, secured Kennedy. Quickly gives it to Swanger, back to Kennedy, back to Swanger. She attacks. No. Rebound, Lady Bearcats. Micaiah Smith goes up. She was fouled. And she'll be at the line shooting 2. It's going to be the 19th foul on Franklin. Drake going to pick up her second. First one's up and good for Micaiah Smith. Chesney Berry checks in for the Lady Panthers. And the second shot good.
There you go.
Another turnover, and then another turnover. Possibly. No, not going to be able to save it out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, beat a 2-2-1 press. Less dribbling, probably the better thing. But if you are going to dribble, try to dribble toward the center. Good job, Dylan.
Another turnover. Back and forth, these two teams can't hold on to it. And then that shot is going to be blocked by Candace Parker. Out of bounds. Hendersonville will
She's having a good game. She's having a good game tonight.
Very good game. Guess what? Another turnover.
Yep.
Franklin.
And this pressure right here, if someone just get to the center, get to the middle of it.
Down court. Running shot for Dylan Garcia. No. Rebound picked up by the Lady Panthers, and now they're going to whistle a foul on the Bearcats. I believe it's going to be just the 16th foul on the Lady Bearcats. That one's going to go against Madison Ray. They are trying to get it in. it's knocked out of bounds. Minute 50 to go in the second. 24-20.
This one's surprising to me because I didn't think it was going to be a 24-20 game right now.
Underneath. And back out it goes. They get Tran with it. Brooke Rogers there to secure the board. Goes up, gets the shot to go, and picks up the foul. She'll be at the line. Foul going to be whistled on Jakaya Kennedy. It'll be her second, 17 foul. Rogers with the and one. And she couldn't get the shot. Got her own rebound. Went up. No. Fight for it. Tie up. Zeshnero is, I believe, going to stay with Franklin and will. Some more subs coming in as Micaiah Smith checks in for the Lady Bearcats. Franklin lifts one up. Sierra Wade secures it. Off to Tran. Over to Wade. Left side. Into the corner it goes. Back over to Wade. Wade loses control, and it's another turnover. Off to the races. Bowen gets her shot blocked. Dylan Garcia.
Told you, she plays hard.
She gets the student section below us to their feet. Corey Burrow is going to check in. And Garcia takes a seat after she blocked that shot. Inbounds pass to Bowen. Quickly gives it back up. As Swanger heads to the hole. It's knocked away and back to Hendersonville. Over to Melly Bowen. Bowen going to bank in a three.
3-point game.
Ah, goodness. 70 seconds left. Trouble in the backcourt. Tran with it. She'll get it up court now. Barry. And then more trouble and another turnover. 60 seconds to go. Ball was stripped away. Bowen.
Yeah, this is definitely not what you want. You want to give a team that's only won one game. Give them any hope, because I tell you what, confidence is a big thing, especially in basketball.
Hendersonville to get it in. They got to do it quickly. Almost a 5-second violation. Trouble underneath. She was double teamed. Swatted away. Ray. We got bodies on the floor. Tie up as Eschanero is going to stay with Hendersonville with 51 seconds left. Sydney Williams going to check in. Taking a seat will be Brooke Rogers. Inbound pass, knocked away. Picked up. Kanan Drake with it in the backcourt. Sydney Williams got her big hands in there. Knocked it away. 42 seconds left. Nevaeh Tran travels with it.
This is the 16th turnover in the first half.
See what Hendersonville wants to do here, Tony. They want to wait for the final shot or attack.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's true.
They actually have 18 turnovers. So.
Running an offense in this game has been foreign to both teams because there's been so many turnovers. And a double dribble. Another turnover.
They have 19.
For a carrying.
Yes.
I said double dribble. That's carrying the basketball. Either way, it's a turnover.
Yes. Someone getting to the center.
22 seconds left.
There you go.
Tran with it with 16. Gives it up. Shot partially blocked. Somehow it gets back out to Wade, and we've got a reach-in foul on Hendersonville. Looks like Ellie Bowen will pick that one up. 1-1 coming up. 18 foul on Hendersonville. Now they're going to get that one actually to Eden Hawkins. Late subs. Dylan Garcia is checking back in for Coach Scott Hardbarger. As Drake takes a seat, shots, or at least a chance for two. First one is up and good. She'll get one more.
See if Coach Hardbarger applies some pressure here.
Second one, no. Rebound. Tipped underneath, out for a shot. Off the mark, no good by Garcia. What a play by Sidney Williams, and that one is out of bounds and off of the Lady Panther. 3 seconds left. See what Hendersonville does here. Full court press. And it goes to Hawkins at the buzzer. Not going to make it. And that's going to do it for the first half of action here at the Panther Den. 27-23. Franklin holds the advantage as we head into the break. We'll have some halftime stats, possibly a halftime guest. So hang with us. You're watching Facebook Live and YouTube Live. This is the Franklin Panther Sports Network. Back to the Panther Den. You're looking at Coach Tom Raby basketball court as Blair King and Doug Clemens both are sweeping the floor here. Now here comes the boys varsity team out onto the floor to do some halftime warm up for their game coming up. All right, about I'd say 7:30 or so, 7:45, because the girls action got underway about 20 minutes early than that 6:30 anticipated tip-off time. At the break of the girls varsity, 27-23, Franklin holds the advantage. At one point had a 10-point lead. It was 18-8, Tony, and then Hendersonville went on a run. But I tell you, both teams have really turned the ball over entirely too much.
Yes.
If you want to win a game.
Yes, and from I'm looking at it as a coach, the Lady Panthers are there. It's nothing that the Lady Bearcats are actually doing. It's the mistakes that the Lady Panthers are making right now against this soft pressure. And then when they have a chance to run, on the times they did run, get out and push the ball, something good happened. Either got fouled or they scored a basket, and that's how that lead happened. And then conversely, what happened is every time they weren't as aggressive, that something bad happened, which either ended up with a turnover or a bad shot.
What's Coach Harbarger talking to his girls about in the locker room here?
I don't know. It's one of those where you really don't want to harp on the turnover thing, because you average 22. So it's kind of like being a part of a team that's a notorious bad free throw shooting team. You might have a player that's 90%, gets up there, shooting 60%. And it just happens. What happens is you start getting locked in on it, and then every pass seems crucial. And that's what it seems like right now, because, there's someone in the center, and they try to throw it to that person in the center, and it's getting tipped, or when that person catches it, they try to dribble, and it's getting, and that's what he's probably talking about right now. Control the ball, and possibly talking to him about their interior defense, because that's the only reason that the score is this close right now, is because the Lady Bearcats have been making layups.
Sidney Williams, though, doing her part for the Lady Panthers, though, in that first half.
Oh, yes, she definitely has. She has 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 6 points in that first half. And I believe she got into a little bit of foul trouble there, and that was mainly because she didn't get the defensive rebound. The Lady Bearcats got the offensive rebound and put it up, and she's gotten in foul trouble a little bit.
And you've got a couple of more quick stats here at the break, too.
Okay, Candace Parker, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 block. Taylor Carlton, 4 points. Nevaeh Tran, 2 points, 1 assist. Kendall Burns, 2 points, 1 assist. Sierra Wade, 3 points, 2 blocks. Brooke Rogers, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Kanan Drake, 5 rebounds and 5 blocks. And like I mentioned before, Sidney Williams, 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks.
Some quick stats from Tony as you have jotted those down. Fans are going to be on the air, of course, tonight here on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. And then the Panthers hit the road for 2 straight on Friday night against Brevard, and then on Tuesday night, a week from tonight, against the East Henderson Eagles. We won't have them on YouTube Live and Facebook Live, but me and Tony will be on the radio on WFSC on 104.9 FM and on 1050 AM. And also on the TuneIn app, search for WFSC. We'll have the radio call on a Friday night from Brevard, and then from East Flat Rock the following Tuesday night. Then back at home next Friday against the Pisgah Black Bears here at the Den. We'll have that game both on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and also on WFSC. We've got a lot of Panther basketball coming your way in the next 2 or 3 weeks as the conference season really starts to heat up. All right, we'll take a break.
And from just talking to people around the area and that know the conference, they're saying that right now that the Panthers and the Bearcats are 2 teams to watch out for in the conference. So that means this one is a crucial one to get your footing in the conference from day one on the right foot.
Absolutely. You want to get off on a good foot.
Yes.
To begin conference play. 10 conference games. There's a 6-team league, meaning you play 5 teams at home. You play 5 teams on the road. Home and home. And so we've got 10 conference games to decide the Mountain 6 conference regular season winner. They'll have a conference championship tournament coming up in February.
And I can tell you right now, the Panthers are playing very good. I've seen their last 2 games. They played Cherokee and Swain, and in the Cherokee game, they didn't start out like they did the last Cherokee game, but it was similar. And they got to lead up to 35 points at one point, and then against Swain, they didn't start that one off like they did here in the Den, but they ended up the same way. And I think it was actually a very good offensive game and defensive game. They scored 97 points.
Well, both teams are back out of the locker room. The clock continues to tick down, and we're just about ready for the beginning of the third quarter of action. And I know both coaches hope that their team will stop turning the ball over.
Yes.
That's what they can hope. Whether or not it happens, we will see here in just about 25 seconds as that clock continues to roll down. Decent crowd in the stands here tonight, Tony.
Yes.
On a Tuesday night, back in school after the Christmas holidays.
And after the national championship game last night.
Folks, it may be a little, at least me and you, are a little leery because we couldn't go to sleep after that thrilling win.
I definitely couldn't go to sleep after that. I didn't think I was ever going to see one championship in my lifetime. Got 2 in 3 years.
And if folks watching tonight don't know about Tony, he played played for basketball for Clemson in the 90s for Coach Larry Chiat and Rick Barnes. Now coach at Tennessee.
Yes.
Back to action. Franklin will have it to begin things. Taylor Carlton will be the trigger girl. Vega Tran run the point. Kick it into the corner to Drake. Back over to Wade. Now feed Sidney Williams. Back out beyond the arc. Carlton 3. Nothing. It hit the iron, but a offensive board. Out it goes to Wade. She'll attempt a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Saved out of bounds by Wade. Tran with it up top. Over to Sidney Williams. Williams baseline jumper. No. And it's off of a Lady Bearcats. Franklin now will get it inbounds underneath their own basket. Up top 3. Off the mark. No good. And there's something wrong with the clock. Now it starts to tick. Up high.
Coach Hartbarker, he's gone to a 3-2 zone now.
Swing it over to Hawkins. Hawkins give it up to Bowen. Bowen dishes underneath. Off the mark, Ellie Hawkins. And the rebound off to the Panthers. Sierra Wade going to race down court. And she's going to get fouled as she was attempting the shot. And she'll head to the line to shoot a couple. First team foul on the Lady Bearcats here in the second half of action. That was going to be whistled on Eden Hawkins, a senior.
And it looks like Coach Hartbarger, he did discuss pushing the ball because right there they didn't really, have a break, but they created one. And that's where you have to, because the Lady Bearcats, they're not real deep either. I haven't seen a lot of substitutions by them. So if he just runs, I think they can run him out.
Second shot no good, and Lady Bearcats secure the board. 6:55 to go to end the third. Madison Ray with it. Swanger puts it on the floor. Kicks it over to Hawkins. Hawkins dish underneath, too tough for Swanger. Franklin will again have to break that full court press. Into Kanan Drake. Into the front court. Sierra Wade. Wade dishes and it's knocked away. Trying to find Sydney Williams, who was open. Knocked out of bounds by Madison Ray. Franklin resets with 6:32 to go in the third. And it goes to Wade. Wade's pass is knocked away. She'll pick it back up. Kick it over to Nevaeh Tran. Who shuffles her feet, the official says. It's a turnover.
Yes. Only the first one and a half, though.
It's like Hendersonville wants to really slow it down.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes.
Early on.
You can tell by the, like, if you look at their players, they definitely want to slow it down.
Really intentionally slowing it down. It seemed like they were just doing whatever in the first half. She's going to travel with it. Micaiah Smith will turn it over for the Lady Bearcats. 6 minutes exactly to go, third quarter, and Franklin up 28-23. Been an ugly game if you just joined us. A lot of turnovers in the first half.
Yes, a lot of turnovers.
And shooting percentage pretty low. Both teams. Sierra Wade over to Nevaeh. Tran dishes Sydney underneath. She gets double teamed. Back out beyond the arc it goes. Taylor Carlton into the corner. Wade now dishes. Kanan Drake powers up. Got it to go off the glass.
That's Kanan's first 2 points.
Panthers build onto that lead now, 30-23. Eden Hawkins. High pass over to Swanger. Swanger guarded by Drake. Into the corner. Smith. Smith looks to pass. Lifts one up high. Swanger going to be her pocket picked. Off it goes. Nevaeh Tran. Tran shot no. Offensive board. Wild shot no. Kanan Drake another board. She goes up. She can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Out it goes. Now Nevaeh Tran's shot just inside the arc. Got it to go. And all of a sudden it's a 9-point advantage for Franklin. Their biggest lead since midway through that first half. 4:45 clock. There's a ticket here in the third. Again, they're deliberately slowing it down here.
Yes.
Trying not to turn it over and get a good shot. That's a wild three. Off the mark, no good. Offensive board, Hendersonville, but then knocking it away. Madison Ray from Madison Ray's hand, Sierra Wade. And now Franklin will attack down court. Drake over to Nevaeh Tran. Tran into the corner. Taylor Carlton dishes Sydney. Williams loses control, and it's a turnover. Hawkins across the timeline, 4 minutes remaining, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout going to be called by the Lady Bearcats. We'll take one as well. 4 minutes remain, third quarter, and Franklin by 9. Back after this on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panthers Sports Network.
You can buy a red one, a blue one, any shape, size, or price, on lot, online, or even from a vending machine. What and how you buy has changed a lot, but one thing has never changed. You buy it from somebody, and the people make the difference. Upfront pricing, market-based trade-ins, service after the sale, and never ever any games or gimmicks. That's the Smoky Mountain way.
And these are the Smoky Mountain people. Smoky Mountain Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 556 Highlands Road in Franklin.
Welcome back to the Den. George Young along with Tony Christie. 4 minutes, third quarter. Lady Bearcats, their head coach wanted to talk it over as they've seen that Panther lead balloon here in the third quarter, up to 9. Hawkins with it up top. In traffic. Bodies on the floor. What do we have? With a tie-up?
Tie-up?
Yes,
Yep.
possession arrow. Gonna stay with Hendersonville.
And this 3-2 that that Coach Harburger has gone to it's a different look, and it's very effective.
Reach-in foul coming up. Kaya Smith hit the deck. First whistled on Franklin this half. And that one's going to go. They have 3 up on the board. There's no 3 on Franklin's now with 33. There we go. It's Sidney Williams. No shots as Hawkins will find Kennedy. Kennedy can't get it to go. Rebound off to the Panthers. Sidney will check that Sierra Wade's pass is going to be well high over the intended man. And Kane and Drake. I think that's who she was throwing it at. Man, it's going to be another turnover as Hawkins brings it up across the timeline. Working on the Vega Tran. Dishes over Smith. Smith finds Kennedy off the glass, left side. Panthers will break the full court and then turn it over. Under a second of 3 minutes remaining, 2:59, third quarter. And the Lady Panthers still clinging to a 32-25 lead. And it looks like, Tony, if Franklin's going to win this one, it's just going to be an ugly one.
Yes. Unless if they get these rebounds and they can push it and securely push it, that'll be the only way this lead will increase.
Bounce past Kennedy in the paint, loses control.
Now run.
Taylor Carlton will bring it up and give it up to Nevaeh Tran. We'll see if she starts the offense for Coach Hartbarger. Sidney Williams with it, free throw line, puts it on the floor, drives in, and she gets it to go. And it's back to a 9-point advantage for Franklin. Hawkins dishes into the paint. Ray, her shot no, and out of bounds back to Franklin. Some subs coming in for Lady Bearcats.
Looked like it was partially blocked.
It did. Collington, Malaya Collington has checked in. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Tran gets it up across that half-court stripe. Into the corner goes Wade. Sierra's shot, air ball. But the offensive board, Taylor Carlton. Carlton gives it up to Tran, off to Kanan. Drake buries the baseline jumper. And it's an 11-point advantage now for the Lady Panthers. Their biggest lead of the night. I feel air in here all of a sudden. It feels great. It was pretty toasty in here for a while.
Run. There you go.
Nice dish.
Still got it.
Sidney Williams jumper. No. Another offensive board, and that shot was blocked. Hendersonville now will race down court. Eden Hawkins over to Swanger. Swanger is going to find Smith for 3. Got the roll.
See, and that's what like I've been talking about since the pregame. You don't want them to have any hope. And right now they have hope.
Drake over to Williams, baseline jumper, nothing. Carlton with a rebound. She goes up, can't get it to go. Another offensive board. Sidney Williams shot no, but she'll be at the line and she'll shoot a couple of shots here as the foul is whistled on the Lady Bearcats. Sakaya Kennedy, that'll be her 3rd. Williams got the first one to go. She'll get one more.
Wholesale changes here.
Into the game, we'll try to get the names here. Chesney Berry, Dylan Garcia. Williams will be at the charity stripe along with Candace Parker. Second one up and good. Also into the game, Kendall Burns, and Williams going to take a seat as Brooke Rogers checks in. So a whole new lineup for Coach Hartbarger in the third quarter here. Only 39 seconds left. Hawkins over to Smith. Smith going to attempt a three. No. Long rebound. And a foul. It's going to go against Zena Smith, number 0. You rarely see that, freshman.
Yes. Let's see if they can handle this pressure, this new lineup, if they can handle the pressure, because everyone out there is young.
Barry brings it up. Kendall Burns will attempt a jumper. It's off the mark. 14 seconds left. Trouble in the backcourt. Who was it off?
He doesn't know.
Have they signaled yet?
No, he hasn't even. What's he doing?
Now he's going to say it's Franklin basketball. Ten seconds left to do something with it to the end of the third quarter.
Whatever they do not turn it over.
Almost a turnover. It was slapped away as Burns lifted a pass over to Parker, who's going to trigger now with 4 seconds left. And it goes to Chesney Berry. Now beyond the arc for a 3-point bucket. Parker, it's off the mark, and that's going to do it. 3 quarters in the books. Panthers by 10 as we head to break on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panthers Sports Network.
The WNC Sports Zone is your official headquarters for everything. The WNC Sports Zone is your official headquarters for everything Franklin Panthers. From pullovers to shirts and hats, you'll find it all at Sports Zone. From college to the pros, they've got a large selection of hoodies and sweatshirts at Sports Zone. And they can handle all of your screen printing, engraving, and embroidery. The WNC Sports Zone, located in the Franklin Plaza Shopping Center. Open 9 to 8, Monday through Saturday.
Fourth quarter about to begin here at the Panther Den. George Young along with Tony Christie. 38-28, 10-point advantage for the Lady Panthers. It's been ugly, but the scoreboard still says Franklin.
Yes. And
on top.
if I'm Coach Hartbarger, I'm telling them to run. Because that's the, it seems like the only time that they're able to get good shots is when they run. And I hate to say it, but the more they pass around, the better chance they have to turn it over. And that's actually what's been happening today.
And you've seen the Hendersonville Lady Bearcats slow it down. And I think because of that fact, when they throw it around, they turn it over. So if you slow it down, or at least when you try to drive in, you can turn it over too. If you slow it down, you don't have as much of a chance to turn it over.
Exactly. And I tell you what, as a coach, if my team was turning over like this, I'd tell them to shoot it. Shoot it from half court if you have to. Just don't turn it over.
Jump ball, possession arrow, going to go to the Hendersonville Bearcats. 7:44 to go in this one. Franklin by 10, 38-28. You can see, if you've got a big enough screen on our scoreboard, we've got the records there. Franklin comes into this game at 5-6. This is the conference opener, fans, the Mountain 6 Conference. But the Lady Bearcats only 1 win against 7 losses. Shot no good. Offensive board Kennedy. Now we've got a fight underneath, and it's going to be another jump ball, and this one's going to go to the Lady Panthers. But as we talked at the open of the broadcast, both teams are 0-0 in conference, so it's a new season for everybody. Sierra Wade lost control. Didn't get the whistle. It's off to Hendersonville. Jumper just inside the arc will not fall for Callie Swanger, and the board off to the Panthers. Tran with it over to Taylor Carlton. 7 minutes remaining. Williams now attacks baseline, lifts a jumper, no, and another offensive rebound. Out to Wade for 3. She's going to be fouled. Shot was no good, but that's going to send Sierra Wade to the line to shoot 3 shots. Third on the Bearcats here in this second half of action, and I believe that's the third going to be whistled on Zena Smith.
And I tell you what, the flow of this game has been like a weird flow. So hopefully this right here can open something up. They can put some pressure on or something.
Sierra Wade will have one more. She gets all of them. We've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. With 6:52 to go here in the fourth quarter, Franklin has extended that advantage. And a reminder, fans, that our YouTube Live and Facebook Live schedule looks like this. After tonight, only 4 more games here in the regular season. And the next one is going to be on Friday, January 18th against the Pisgah Black Bears.
That's always a highly contested game right there.
Absolutely. Smoky Mountain on the 25th.
That one as well.
And then the beginning of February against Brevard and Hendersonville. And we'll have some radio games, me and Tony, on WFSC 104.9 FM on AM at 1050, and also on the TuneIn app. Radio-only games on the road, beginning on Friday night against Brevard, and then on Tuesday night, a week from tonight, against East Henderson. Barring a snowstorm, which they're calling for some snow.
Speed them up. There you go. That's
a turnover and another turnover.
Speed them up. Yes.
Swanger with it into the corner. Smith, back it goes to Swanger. She's going to find an open Smith. Her shot, no. And the board picked up by the Panthers. Down court, Sierra Wade. Got it to go off the glass.
There you go. Run.
Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. That one wouldn't fall. And here come the Panthers.
Run.
Good job. Tran off to
good job.
Whitney Williams. 45-28 your new score, and the Panthers are starting to run away with this one with 5:56 to go. In the fourth, we've got a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. This is the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. Here at the Panther Den. Fourth quarter, Panthers have extended that lead, Tony, now at 45-28. And you talked about it a couple of times throughout this broadcast. Speed up the game.
Yes.
Run a team that has the girth,
right,
as the Lady Bearcats do, and that's what they've done here in this fourth quarter and extended the lead.
Yeah, and that's what you usually want to do. If a team is bigger, if they're taller or just bigger, you really want to run them out the gym. Just try to speed it up. You might give up a layup here and there, but you just want to speed them up and then just play to your strength.
Just inside the arc, Eden Hawkins will get the bucket to go. 15-point advantage. Again, full court press. The Lady Bearcats. Panthers break it underneath. Sydney Williams thought about going up, now is going to give it up. Wade, shot no, gets her own rebound. She goes up, loses control, and it's off of who? Looks like off of a Lady Bearcat. As you can tell, Micaiah Smith, the freshman underneath, 32, is tiring out. She's got her hands on her hips and breathing heavy.
Yep, just keep it up.
5:22 to go, 5:24 rather to go in the fourth, as the pass goes into Canaan, and Drake gets the bucket to go. Just inside the arc. Now a 17-point advantage. Hawkins put it up high. Over to Bowen, back to Hawkins. Dishing underneath with a high pass that is knocked away.
Push it.
Canaan picks it up.
There
She'll push it up. Nevaeh Tran. Tran now gives
Nice.
it back to Kanan. Off the glass, good. Drake with a bucket. Back-to-back buckets for her. And it's now a 49-30 advantage. If you just joined us, it's really not been this way throughout a good portion of this game. It's been a pretty close game. Single digits for a good portion of it. We got a reach-in foul coming up on Kanan Drake. That'll be her third. Second on Franklin. No shots here with 4:40 to go, fourth quarter.
And if you notice, as Kanan has increased her intensity, the lead has increased.
4:33 remains as it goes in underneath to Kennedy. Shot wouldn't fall, but there again another offensive board. And the Lady Bearcats will be at the line. Callie Swanger will be at the line as the foul was whistled on Rogers, I believe. Okay, yeah, they had 31 up on the scoreboard, but there's no 31 on the roster.
I was going to say you fouled, George. It was your foul.
Yeah. Shot up and good.
So the Lady Panthers know that the pressure is going to come, and it's actually light pressure. It's not anything they can't break. They need to break it and make them pay with a layup.
Second shot, no. And Franklin will grab the board and bring it down. Over to the corner, Drake now feeds underneath. Shot off the mark, no good by Rogers.
Nice.
He picked up.
Nice.
Kendall Burns in the paint. Off the mark. But she was fouled. That's going to send Burns to the line. Burns will be at the line. And the first one is up and good. Checking into the game, Sierra Wade. Taking a seat will be Kane and Drake. 4:12 to go here in the fourth. Second shot wouldn't fall. The rebound is secured by Hendersonville. Double team in the corner. Ball's knocked away. And it is off of a Lady Panther with 4:03 to go in the fourth quarter.
This is Coach Hartberger's hustle lineup.
Hawkins with it. She'll give it up to Swanger. Swanger, this is into the corner. Hawkins, shot no. Offensive board underneath. Smith, she powers up. And she'll get it to go off the glass. Panthers again to break that full court, and they do. Over it goes to Wade, into the corner. Brooke Rogers shot no. Taylor Carlton with the rebound. She goes up. She can't get it to go. Ball on the floor. Who's got it? Franklin secures it. Candace Parker going to back it out. Swing it over Rogers. Baseline jumper. Good.
Good defense.
Hawkins will drift around. Find Kennedy. He spins and shoots in the paint. It won't fall.
Run.
Under 3 minutes remaining now. Kendall Burns with it. He gives it up briefly, and then Parker lost control of it. But it's off of a Lady Bearcat and goes to the opposite side of the gym. Chris Watts secures that one and then throws it back in. Bailey's father. We'll see Bailey in the next game. Bailey Watts.
Gonna be a good one.
Should be. 2.5 minutes away almost now.
Take your time. Whoa. There you go.
It was tipped, they'll say. into the front court.
Nice pass.
Underneath, knocked away as Brooke Rogers was trying to secure that pass. It was knocked away from her by Kennedy. And it goes Wade for three. Got it! Sierra Wade extends that Panther advantage. Now looks like Hendersonville just wants to calm things down and drain out this clock. It's gotten away from them in this fourth quarter. Down underneath, dish one out beyond the arc. Hawkins shot no. Rebound off to the Panthers. They'll try to race up court in traffic. Finally going to be secured. Dylan Garcia, and her shot's blocked.
With a minute and 51 seconds left, and the pace of how the pace of this game has gone, this lead is huge.
Into Wade, shot from three, got it. Left wing three, Sierra Wade's found her spot, Tony, and this one's pretty much in the books now. 58-33. Knocked away, and it's off of a Lady Panther. Looks like Coach Hartbarger is going to empty his bench now. See, Corey Burrell checked in. Try to get some other numbers.
Sydney Chapman.
Sydney Chapman is checked in as well. Some girls we haven't seen because they've been on the JV squad. Off the glass, good. Eden Hawkins. Minute 22 remain here in the fourth quarter.
Nice pass. Get in
Garcia.
there. Good job.
.64 seconds left, and this one will be in the books. Hawkins dishes to Kennedy. Her shot blocked, but they're going to whistle a foul on Garcia. You talked about her tenacity, Tony, and you could see it there.
Yes, she's actually becoming a better basketball player now. Before that's all she was hustle. Now she's actually becoming a pretty good basketball player.
Kennedy will be at the line. First shot good. And looks like the Lady Bearcats will empty their bench as well. As this one is over except for the final score.
Yes.
And we got a good one coming up, fans. About 7:45 or so we'll tip the boys action. Both teams just have one loss. Panthers coming at 10-1 and Hendersonville at 8-1. Second shot good by Kennedy. Panthers race down court, give it up Garcia, and she couldn't get it to go, and it's out of bounds off of Lady Bearcat. So Candace Parker will have the honors of getting it in. She does. Baseline jumper. Burrow couldn't get it to go, but up off the glass good. With 42 seconds left, Alexis Peterson brings it up court. All subs now for Hendersonville, and they'll turn it over. Foul shot no good, but that'll send Candace Parker to the line. Foul going to be whistled on Peterson. The first, sixth on Hendersonville. With 29 seconds left. First one's in the air, and it is up and good for Candace Parker.
She's actually had a pretty good game today.
Second one, couldn't get that one to go.
Another rebound.
We got some trouble. Bodies on the floor, and jump ball possession arrow is going to go to Hendersonville. 24 seconds left. Some more trouble.
There you go, Dylan.
Another turnover. Parker.
Garcia.
Or was that Garcia?
Yeah,
yes.
Garcia.
Garcia with the bucket. Looked like she got hit on the face, too.
Yes,
she
did.
went in, no call. And that's pretty much going to do it. Franklin wins tonight 65-37 in the varsity girls conference opener.